So, welcome once again to another episode of Wren's Wasteland Camp Reviews / Dumpster Fires of the Commonwealth. Um, this is the opening weekend of Starfield, by the way. By that I mean if you pre-ordered the game or you bought an advanced copy, you could download it and play it this weekend. As of this moment, there are over 100 mods available for a game that just came out, all of them trying to fix issues that Bethesda themselves didn't bother to fix when they put the game out, or that they were deemed so minor they would patch them later. Yeah. That's why I haven't bought Starfield yet. That plus stability issues. I mean, I have an older rig. By older, I mean it's like I've got like a 2070 Strix and an i5 processor from about 5 years ago. Not a bad machine, but not a modern machine by the definition that they use. I mean, I can make videos and I can make some really cool stuff go on, but I'm not going to kill my machine trying to run a game that it really isn't even meant to see. So tonight we're going to go check out Lala Soras camp, or Lala Soros's camp, I guess. I'm not 100% sure how you pronounce this. Pronunciation is key when you're speaking foreign languages. I'm guessing this is the La Soros's camp, or possibly Lala Soros's camp, which would mean like, I don't know. It's just a weird way to put a name in this game. But you know, I've seen a lot worse. I've seen a lot better. I've never seen a gigantic White Springs block facility. It's kind of funny. One side you've got like a solid white wall with nothing on it. The other side you've got solid white wall with nothing on it. I mean, design choices are key when you're building something. I think it's funny that they used a prefab here. It's actually kind of cool, and I think it's even more appropriate that you can see a bug with its body kind of sticking out of it, like it just like slammed into the side of it, decided to pierce it. There's corn growing inside their building too, which is kind of funny in and of itself. Let's go ahead and check and see if there's anything in here that we want and let you guys take a quick peek. As you can tell, they have a lot of older stuff, some newer stuff. None of it really overpriced, some of it relatively low priced, to be honest. Good prices for someone that's just starting out, that's going through and during the Wolf event, not so much anything else, because you know this is the farm where if you got to go kill the 3 wolves, this is one of them. It's also a good place to go. It is by the way, Arnholt Farm. It is a good place to go whenever they tell you to kill bugs, because you get at least 5 that spawn here. At the very least 5, sometimes as many as like 8. Alright, we'll go in their back door because they left it open. I like this door. It's one of my favorites to use myself. The indoor garden, as you can tell, the roof has no occlusion. You're getting rained on in it, so you might as well go ahead and use it. That is a acid producer, and this is fertilizer, and these are pumpkins. There's a vault entrance there. They've got the new kitchen set. I'm hoping they're just building this place and haven't quite got it all finished, because the choices as far as like layout goes is kind of I don't know, odd. Also, their floors are not lined up right to make this look like it's, you know, cohesive. I don't know if they realize you can tell that or not, but no, with the pattern they're using, you probably can't. They probably don't even realize it, but yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's not a bad build. It's got some potential. I like the new tile set. Don't like the fact that they don't have any lights on or any kind of power running through the whole building. Don't really like fires sitting on linoleum floor. Actually, technically, this is a parquet floor. Don't like this choice of stairs because it's just eh. I mean, I know it's supposed to be the apocalypse, but like this place is almost geared to looking like it should be clean. They should have some type of support out here, like they should have a post or something at least placed. I don't know. So I rate everything on a scale of 1 to 10. This one by far is not a horrible build. If anything, it isn't a decent build, so I'm going to give it a decent score. They did use a prefab, which automatically gives them 2 points. I did not see a bathroom in their facility in any way, or any kind of facility for one. So I'm not going to give them an extra point for that. They have the guns out to stop the bugs, which, you know, it's part of building here. So I'm going to go ahead and give them a score based on what they have, not what they could have, because it could be an awesome build later on if somebody comes in and like fixes it up, adds windows, modifies the layout, changes out some of the building structure, redoes the floors, changes out wallpapers, makes the basically tears this fucker down and builds it from scratch. So we'll go ahead and give it what it deserves, which is about a 4. It's a 4. It's a decent 4. I mean, it could be a 5. That could be nicer. But I'm just going to go ahead and give it what it deserves. We'll go ahead and move along up this way, and we'll check out this other build that's right down the road, who also used a prefab. As you can tell, that's the Red Rocket prefab, and they've went to the extra thing of using one of the Nuka-Cola trucks, the Nuka-Cola Quantum one. Then you've got the truck out here in front, which is the Blue Ridge Trading truck, which I forgot that thing has a blown out tire on it. They've got their monkey out here sitting there waiting to be spanked. And they've got their, you know, little boxes over here of goodies that they've left for people to find. Let's see here. This is Maki Mori's camp. I didn't know his name until I opened this. I'm double checking the stuff in his vendor. There's nothing really that I need, but it's all fairly well priced. If there's anything in here that you guys see that you want or need, by all means stop by and look them up. Hello. I don't really like this little gun thing, but I understand why you'd put one out, given where we're at. It kind of reminds me of like a gas station's awnings that they have in some locations in the U.S. for things like, you know, to keep the rain off and make it a bit varied. They have a few odds and ends displays out, some workbench stuff, work items. They have the cow out, and they bothered to build him a pasture. That's a nice touch. Of course, they built it wrong, but, you know, can't really give them too much shit for burying a fence. There's a super mutant coming to pay a visit, which I don't really care about because I don't live here. They lock their doors, which is just so sweet. They built their own little, you know, garden up here. Some workbenches on top. Ooh, and that's their bedroom. You can actually look in. They built this lovely platform so peeping Toms could actually look in, just like I can now, and get a good view of the interior of their building so they could see that they were stupid and put interior windows on the exterior windows on the interior of a house so that they'd have a little bit of light shining through from their cooking area right here of making plants. You know, it's not a cooking area. It's more like a greenhouse. And it's kind of a shitty greenhouse because they use the new greenhouse walls, which have like block and brick and mortar and things like that, that really don't go so well with, like, you know, an open air supported stairwell. It's kind of sad, actually. Kind of sad indeed. Well, let's take a quick peek around. I mean, it's an interesting build. I grade everything on a scale of 1 to 10. I grade it on what's there, and I grade it on what's not there, meaning that I look at things and I say, hey, you know what, this is kind of cool. You know what's really cool? The fact that I can do this if I really want to and get in here, but yeah, I don't really care enough to actually fight my way through that. Nor do I want to be wanted, so I don't really feel like doing that to myself either. But Let's go take a look in their other window and see how much peeping Tom space we actually have here. I mean, you know, you let me look in your bedroom, you let me look in your kitchen, you let me look in your, I guess that's just a bedroom. So all they've got is a bedroom and a kitchen and some crappy, well, I'm sorry I even stopped here. So, anyway, Makimori and White Horse, I guess that's you two that are here. You two have a good time with this. I'm going to rate this place. So he's gets a prefab score. He's got 2 of those. He's got the... You know what? This place is just amazing. No, it's not. Not really. I mean, the best part about it is the soccer field. You got your own little soccer field right here to play with. But that's in the game anyway. Nah, I'm going to give it a 4. I mean, I'm going to give it another 4. It's one of those that has a lot of potential. It has a lot of talent. It was built well. But my issue with it is still that it is built stupidly. I mean, putting the lock on the door is one thing, but like, yeah, I don't know, man. Aesthetically, there's nothing here. There's nothing to make it. I mean, don't get me wrong. The truck looks good. The gas pumps, the brewing station, you know, it looks good. I get it. I mean, the robot, it all fits in. It's all themed out pretty. All right, I'll give it a 5. Shit. All right, there you go. It's got a 5. There we go. So we got a 4 and a 5. And they're right next door to each other, which is even sadder. Moving right along. Do we have any more people on this server? Did they all suddenly die and explode a very painful death? Nope, there's one right here. Let's go to Overlord Zero's camp. Oh god, I wonder if it's a Zero that I know. And he just changed his name and is acting like, you know, a totally new guy. Because that happens a lot with this game. You'll find people that you've met before that have changed their name because they think it's fun. Or because their old name has too much heat associated with it because they did stupid shit. And too many people know the stupid shit that they did. Alright, so they bothered to go ahead and put in supports to make this thing look like it's solid. This is Overlord Zero's camp. What the hell? So if you need any treasure maps, this is the guy to come get those things from, apparently. So I'm just going to go up here, and I'm going to grab the couple that he's got from the Mire region. Not because I really need them, but because, like, there's stuff that I need from the Mire region. And I'll take the ones from the Cranberry Bog. Again, just some stuff that there's some power armor pieces that I'm still missing on some of my characters. It's the easiest way to get them is to go through and do that kind of stuff. Let's check this place out a little bit and see if there's a door that goes in. Okay, so I rate everything on a scale of 1 to 10, as I've said it before. This place, design choice-wise, is interesting. In the fact that it's just kind of a warehouse kind of sitting here with nothing really to make it cool. They did bother to go ahead and add supports into the areas that need supports to make it look more structural. It's an interesting structural design. It is not, however, a great camp. It does have an outhouse. They did use these tiles. Oh man, they've got so many guns out. Alright. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate this camp? I gave one camp that was decent a 5. And that one had like the prefabs and things like that. And then I had the other camp that I gave a 4 because it was, you know, not. And then you got this one here, which I'm going to give a no. No, I'm going to give it a 4. That's what it really deserves. It's the same as the first camp, basically. It's roughly the same type of thing. It has potential, but the potential is not utilized well. The only way to really fix it would be to tear it down and totally rebuild something else. I don't know why anybody would build something like this to begin with, because your character doesn't really need it. It doesn't really have a good theme. At least the second camp that we looked at had a theme that made it, at least somewhat viable, other than the fact that no one could take a shit or a bath or anything like that. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, have a good time. It's been fun. If you're playing Starfield, let me know how it goes. I can't convince myself to buy it. I've been trying to for the last 3 days, based on the fact that they had 25 years to develop a new IP, and they can't even make the people look like something less than a potato. I mean, I'm not saying they're ugly, but my god, man, even stuff in this game looks better than that. Shit. Uh, what the hell, really, Bethesda? I mean, there are hundreds, thousands of update mods to change the way characters look in Skyrim and Fallout. Everything from hairstyles to skin textures to hell, just total revamp packages that people built of characters where they redesigned and made them look modern and beautiful, and you couldn't even do that. Hell, you couldn't even do a usable interface that worked out the box the way it should have. Sorry. Anyway, you guys have a good time. I've got a lot of thoughts on Starfield that'll be spread out probably within the next 3 videos, because once I get on a roll like this, I tend to spew stupid garbage for no reason other than I can. So, have fun.